Alright guys, today we have the Remington Mohawk 48. It's a semi-automatic shotgun. They started production on these right after World War II. I've slightly modified. I mean, it's not a whole lot of modifications for this type of firearm, but we have our butt sleeve here. Put some rounds in it. I have added the monofilament green. You just set it directly behind the ball. Makes it a little easier to target when you're out hunting, you know, quick acquisition target. And it does have a light. That way, if you're going to use it for, say, home defense or something like that, you're not just shooting in the dark. You can see, you know, who it is that's invading and things like that. Just a little bit about the firearm. So, like I said again, this started production it was right after World War II. This particular firearm, I've got some paperwork. I've got it put in a safe somewhere, but this one here was actually used in the Korean War. That's about all I know about it in particular. I don't really get into, you know, was it actually, you know, used to, you know, shoot someone, stuff like that. That's not really something I really care about knowing. But it's a beautiful firearm. You know, as old as this is, you know, it's got some wear on the stock. Not a whole lot, but it does have a few little dings and things like that. So basically all you do if you're going to load this out, make sure it's your own safe. You're going to flip that over, and this only has a 3-round capacity. So you're going to insert 2 rounds, chamber, and insert your last round. Then you're good to go. Shot down here earlier, target's down on the ground, so we're just going to shoot at this platform here. So if you just load this back up, you would just hit this here. This is your bolt carrier, and it would reload your ammo as you got to loading. Again, you know, as far as 12 gauges go, you can't really go wrong. I do like a lot of semi-autos. I've owned a lot of pumps and things over the years, but honestly, after you use a pump enough, you just kind of get tired of the same action, you know. This here is one of my bird guns. I use it when I go out like dove hunting, things like that. Squirrel hunting, rabbit hunting. I mean, it's very versatile in what you want to do. It'll shoot anything from, you know, your low brass rounds all the way up to your slugs and things like that. It's chambered for 2 3/4. You can find these in the stores. They remodeled them a little bit. Remington did. I think it's I'd have to look. Things like the Remington 1100 or 700 or something like that. Similar gun. This one here, unlike the newer models, there is no plug to remove. Okay, so you're not going to increase the capacity of this. You're not going to be able to add a magazine or anything like that without significantly changing the firearm. Like I said, this is just for my hunting purposes and stuff, and you're not really supposed to be chambering more than 3 rounds anyway when you go out hunting. So for my needs on that, this is probably one of the best guns I've got, you know, as far as shotguns go. Y'all have seen the MKA 1923. That's not really a hunting gun. Like I said, I had some pumps. I recently sold some of my pumps and things like that. I just didn't see a need for them anymore. You know, I never shot them. They just sat in the gun safe. So went ahead and started going through the firearms. I want to get some newer stuff, things like that. So if you do sell a firearm, you need to make sure that you go through the legal channels. A lot of times you can take it to a gun store and you can get a trade-in value on it, or they'll, you know, if you know the people well enough, they'll sell the firearm for you for a commission and stuff, and they take care of all the legal paperwork and stuff. So don't just be out selling your firearms to people you don't know, because that's how felons get a hold of firearms. You know, I do believe that you shouldn't infringe on the right to bear firearms, but there again, I also don't think that a violent felon should be able to get access to one. You know, it's just, there's a lot of give and take, and everyone has their own opinions. That's just my opinion on it. But yeah, so that's basically all I've got to show on this firearm here. If you got any questions, go ahead and hit me up in the comment box. Answer it the best way we can. And yeah, everyone have a great Thanksgiving.